So the age-old question, how do I rate to other organizations compared to me or my industry who are of the same size? This is a very standard question. We get it pretty much all the time after practically every assessment we perform. And I understand that there's some value in this because if you're a law firm, for example, you want to know how well you're doing compared to others. Especially if the report looks like there's a lot of issues in the environment, and the rating that TriMark provided for this customer is fairly high from a risk perspective. We want to know if others are experiencing that same sort of pain. I can tell you right now that just about every report that we provide, they're going to be around the same, plus or minus a few points of just about everyone else, because all of the environments we see are bad. Something like 3/4 of the Active Directory forest that we look at have some level of critical risk, which means that there's an easy path for an attacker to go from a user to domain admin in that Active Directory forest. So that's obviously very bad. There are others that are doing quite well. So in their instance, yes, that's helpful because we can say you're doing much better than others. But generally speaking, we're already saying that to them. We're saying your risk is fairly low in this environment. Fix these couple of things, and it will take it to a lower risk qualification for this analysis. And really, that's what our goal is for these assessments: is to help better qualify the risk of the environment for our customers. And that's why we have these ratings. So when we have a rating for a specific customer, we're trying to take into account all the configurations, all the mitigations that they have, as well as the settings, the process, the procedures that you can't just get programmatically by looking at the environment. But we're also looking at it in totality. We're looking at that environment. We're looking at all the different dots that we can connect, all the different things that are interesting from an Active Directory standpoint or for an Entra ID standpoint, identifying what those issues are, understanding what potential an attacker may have in that environment, and trying to portray that to the customer in a way that is easily digestible, but more importantly, a way that they can actually fix it more quickly. So when we're looking at an environment and we provide a risk rating of, say, high or critical or what have you, that really means that this environment specifically has several configuration issues or concerning configurations that would enable an attacker to compromise it fairly quickly. So, of course, in that environment, we would say, yes, you rate at the same level or higher than others your size or of your category, your industry category. The challenge there is with our assessments, a lot of times this can be almost like pass fail. That's why I have issue or challenges with trying to apply a grade scale to it, A, B, C, D, F, for example. And the challenge with that is it's more like an essay than a multiple choice test question type situation where you have, instead of 100 questions that are multiple choice and you get 20 of them wrong, well, that's an 80%, right? But the thing is that doesn't necessarily translate with this, because one critical issue, even if everything is fine, one critical issue is a fail. One critical issue is all an attacker needs in order to compromise that environment. So while I feel like there's some value, and certainly leadership's going to ask this question over and over again because they want to know if the money that they're spending has value, if the processes that they've been doing has value. These have value because we're making positive changes to the environment. Ultimately, what we're trying to do is build resilience against attack. And that's really what our assessments are focused on, is building this resilience. Because we build out a roadmap of what to do first, second, third, et cetera. And we frame this not just from a perspective of what is the importance, what is the priority, but also how hard is it to do this? We can better enable our customers to get the most important things fixed more quickly. And also you are supported by the entire TriMark team and our stable of identity security experts. We stand by our customers. We see a number of unique and novel things in many of the environments that we do assess. And when we see those things, we work with our customers to figure out the best ways to resolve them.
TriMark Vision is the next evolution in the identification of security issues across all your Active Directory environments. The TriMark Risk Score is based on real-world expertise of TriMark's industry-leading Active Directory and Microsoft Cloud security experts. Most importantly, TriMark Vision helps you to answer the questions facing your Active Directory security posture today, such as what risk do I have in my environment? What actionable steps can I take today, tomorrow, this week to best mitigate my risk of an attack on my Active Directory? What should I be most concerned about within my Active Directory forest where it concerns potential attack vectors? What is the current security posture of all my AD forests? TriMark Vision, visibility at the speed of operations.